It's 10 a.m. You sit down to start a task you know you need to do. It's not even a terribly difficult task. You have the time, you have the ability, but before your pen hits the paper or your hands hit the keyboard, almost involuntarily, you pick up your phone, you unlock it. There are no new notifications. You didn't even feel a buzz. You check, you swipe between two screens. You feel nothing. You put it back down and realize you've already forgotten what you were about to do. A vague sense of guilt washes over you. You feel mentally tired before you've even begun, and a familiar thought appears. Why am I so lazy today? My name is Noah, and I spend way too much time thinking about attention and human behavior. If you've ever felt distracted, mentally tired, or unable to focus without knowing why, this channel is for you. Subscribe if this helps you see things more clearly. Here's the thing. We tend to interpret that inability to just start, that resistance to focusing, as a personal failure. We call it procrastination. We label ourselves as lazy. But what if laziness isn't the root cause? What if your brain isn't broken, but is actually responding perfectly reasonably to an unreasonable environment? Most of us don't realize the sheer volume of input we process every day. Some data suggests the average smartphone user unlocks their phone anywhere from 80 to 140 times daily. But this isn't just about lost time. It's about cognitive load. Every app icon on your screen is a potential task. Every unread email is what psychologists call an open loop. Your brain isn't just processing what's in front of you. It's maintaining a background simulation of a dozen other worlds. That is mentally expensive. The human brain evolved to process information linearly, hunting an animal, crafting a tool, following one thread at a time. It did not evolve to process thousands of decontextualized microsignals every hour. When you overload an electrical circuit, it trips. It shuts down to protect itself. When you chronically overload a human brain with open loops and sensory input, it does the same thing. That shutdown state looks a lot like laziness, but it isn't. It's exhaustion. So why do we keep checking, even when we know it makes us feel worse? It's rarely about the content. You're not usually looking for anything specific. You're looking for novelty. Your brain learns a subtle but dangerous loop that the discomfort of boredom or the friction of effort can be instantly relieved by a quick glance at a screen. You aren't addicted to your phone. You're addicted to the relief from stillness. Now you might be thinking, yeah, Noah, I'm just avoiding hard work. And that's true. Hard work requires friction. But ask yourself this. 15 years ago, if you had a difficult task, would you have felt the same almost magnetic pull to look away every 30 seconds? The difficulty of the work hasn't changed. Your baseline level of stimulation has. When your brain adapts to the narrative speed of a 15-second video, real life starts to feel unbearably slow. Reading feels grueling. Long-term projects feel impossible because there's no immediate feedback loop. You're not lazy. Your brain has adapted to a hyperspeed world, which makes normal speed feel like wading through concrete. So where does that leave us? I don't have a three-step optimization plan for you. And in fact, the urge to immediately fix this is part of the same hyperactive mindset that caused the problem. Instead, just try noticing. The next time you feel that urge to break away, pause for 1 second, recognize the sensation in your body, and ask yourself a simple question. Am I actually tired, or am I simply overstimulated? The difference matters. One is a need for rest, the other is a need for less. Awareness won't solve this instantly, but it does something important. It stops you from blaming yourself for a perfectly predictable response to an engineered world. This channel is about slow thoughts for a fast world. If this helped you understand something you hadn't noticed before, you might want to subscribe